So war is coming. I think that paints a pretty good picture of what this video is particularly about. If you haven't turned on the news lately or looked at any websites, you can turn them on and just see that the world is in complete and utter chaos. And with that chaos brings tension and nervousness. And for those of us with families, and even those of us who don't have families, you worry about the things that, may happen and if you're ready or not. Make matters worse for those of us specifically here in the United States, there's been an intentional division that's being created, especially between, with COVID, the wars, financial disasters, and corruption. All of it has just left us in a very unsure state as to where we're going. And a lot of this division has been created by the right and the left. And it's complete and utter intentional. And that's not good English, but you get my point. It's an intentional division that's made to try and divide us further and further and further apart. Because if we're divided, we can be easily conquered. And behind all of that, we're all sure that there's some type of superpower or something that is creating all of this, and we don't know who that is. We don't know what it is or what their goal is, but it's creating a lot of tension, a lot of division, and a lot of distractions that make it very hard to focus on what's important. But it's not the entire point of this video. The point of this video is there's a war of some type coming, and I want to take a minute to state that this is not a call to arms, nor are any other videos that we will be releasing on the Warrior Collective channel a call to arms. We don't want anyone going out and starting shit with people or with anyone or doing something stupid, because in reality, that doesn't help anything. All it does is create more tension, more division, and makes matters worse. So if that's what you're looking for, this isn't the place, and you can find somewhere else to take that shit, because it's not here. This is, however, a call to action, because at some point in time, whether it's tomorrow, next month, or 5 years down the road, something's going to happen. Something's going to go sideways, and we're all going to be left wondering what we're going to do. This has all become very obvious over the last few years, and it's become obvious that we need to have a plan, to have food ready, to have resources, ways to communicate. And I think that starts with us building a network of those around us that can help support and protect each other. Now, I'm no survival expert, and I'm not a preparations expert in any way, shape, or form. I'm in my own process of trying to build up food storage and other necessities that may be needed in a disaster. And I can honestly state that I didn't start this when I should have. I didn't start this when I started seeing things going sideways. But I'm in that process now of doing that. And I don't want to also be that guy who already has hundreds of thousands of dollars in preparations, and I'm sitting here on my hill making a video telling you what you should be doing and that you should buy my product, because I'm sure you're aware there's plenty of people out there that do that share their information and then try and sell you a product. That's not the purpose here. Purpose here is to build a channel and to build a network of people who can help support each other with the different knowledge that they have. I have plans to bring people on the show as well to discuss their expertise in their areas that they obviously have expertise in, and share that with you on how to build out bug out bags, or how to prep food, or what foods are good to prep, whether you should go out and buy those, 5-gallon containers of dehydrated food. Is it really worth it for your family, or is it not? We can also expand that a little bit further and talk about ways to face conflict, struggle, stress, and even loss. How to adapt to the occasion at hand. This could even include ideas that maybe other community members bring up that we can discuss and talk to see if it's relevant for different situations or relevant to our lives specifically. Other thing that I plan to talk about is specific things that we hear about going on around us. Is how can we deal with that situation if it happens in our own backyard? So those are things that to expect from the channel as far as what we can do in the face of a war or a disaster, because we know it's coming and no one's coming to save us. There's no knight on a white horse coming. It's up to us to take care of ourselves and to take care of those around us. So let's work together. Let's be prepared. Let's start growing, start gathering knowledge, start sharing that knowledge with each other, and researching ways that we can, have food and resources together and ready to go in the event something happens. And maybe nothing ever happens, but with this type of stuff we're talking about, it's really better to be somewhat prepared than not be prepared at all. So stay tuned for more videos on these topics. But in the meantime, do some research, learn, study, grow, and build that community of those around you that can help each other out. So stay tuned for more from the Warrior Collective.